I love this team. Oh my god. Oh my god. Reese Nelson. Give him a contract. Give him a contract just on the base of this goal. Just give him a contract. Oh my god. Another game and another last minute winner. Oh my god. I'm sick to death of these last minute winners. Jorginho and now Reese Nelson. And Ketia. How many times are we going to do this? This is not good for the health condition of the fans. Let's not do this time and time again. And let's be honest, this was a game that we should have probably won pretty easily. I genuinely did not bother even tuning in for the game for the first 5 minutes because
It
I,
was
I, I was pretty relaxed. I was chilling around. I thought, okay, I'll just turn on the game in a little bit, and then I turn on the game 5 minutes later, and we are 1-0 down already. That Philip Billing goal, that entire routine from the kickoff that Bournemouth had uh, played, that was amazing. Let's just give credit to them. It was a great routine. But what were we doing? Why were we so asleep when the kickoff actually happened? It's like we didn't expect them to play football. They Bournemouth are still a Premier League team. All the teams in the Premier League are capable of beating each other. We can't be taking opposition this lightly, especially at the start of a game when it's so crucial for us to win, especially in a title race. So that was bad on our part. And then as the game progressed, Arsenal grew into the game. We had at one point 84% possession. I'm not even sure any more possession is possible in football. It's 84% possession. We were launching shots after shots inside their half. And barely any of them were making it to the goalkeeper. Uh, Odegaard was passing when he should have been shooting and shooting when he should have been passing. It was a pretty uneven performance in the first half. While we were doing well, our general play was good. It's when it came to the final third, we were nervous, impatient. We were, I don't know what was going on. There was no combinations going on that Arsenal are really known for. We were combining on the left hand side, Martinelli and Trossard while he was still there. They were combining pretty well. But as soon as Trossard went off, we had to bring Smith Rowe in. Now, Smith Rowe has played less than 60 minutes of football in this entire season. He was already pretty rusty, and we bring him on. He was struggling for fitness the entire game, and then there were no combinations on the left hand side. I don't know what was going on that left hand side. And then on the right hand side, we were playing Tomiyasu in behind Saka. Now, this is a decision that I was failing to understand. While I thought that the team Arteta put out was good enough to win the game, somehow I didn't understand the decision of playing Tomiyasu in a game where we are going to have majority of the possession. If Ben White is fit, he's definitely the better player to combine with Saka, because we saw that in the first half there was there were no link ups between Saka and Tomiyasu. It felt like they were a little bit detached from each other, and that was actually smothering a lot of our attempts on the right hand side. And let's just forget about that. Might have been a freak moment, but that cross from Tomiyasu, oh, that was that was League One standard. That was that was one of the most horrible crosses I've ever seen in my life. But so that was what we were doing on the flanks, which we improved in the second half. But let also not to forget the performance of Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey in the first half was below par. He While he was doing good in breaking up play, he was getting the ball, but his forward passing was barely there. We were not breaking them, breaking between the lines. We were just passing it on to the wings, and it was like pass to Saka, pass to Martinelli, and inshallah. We were not doing anything that we were actually known for, that is combining in the on the wings and actually breaking through lines, which we never did that. Bournemouth played very well in the first half. They especially I'm forgetting that Zimbabwean player's name. Zamora was on us. He was on us. Sanesi, Mepem, uh, Fredericks, they all played very well in the first half. Bournemouth came when Bournemouth scored their goal. Their mentality after that was on point. So first half was disappointing from our perspective, but can't take credit away from Bournemouth for playing that well in the first half. Moving on to the second half. Now, during the second half, during halftime, I was thinking that it would be great to have Ben White on, and that is what Arteta did. Arteta took off Tomiyasu and put Ben White on, which was exactly what we needed in that point of the game, and that you can say instantly improved us in the attack. We started the second half a little bit slower than we usually do, and we give away a corner. And on that corner again, what was I can see that they were trying to cover Partey from actually getting on to Fredericks, but still Partey was so late on Fredericks that he was pretty open to score a goal. And once they scored that second goal, I had already lost hope. I was like, okay, this is done, because that's the old Arsenal fan in me, right? Like, as Arsenal fans, we've never seen our team go 2-0 down and then win a game. This was the first time in 11 years that Arsenal have won a game after going 2-0 down. 11 years. I, Last time we did that, I think Mikel Arteta was in the team. So it's been that long for us. And so when we see our team go 2-0 down, we already know it's a wrap. But not this team. The mentality monsters definitely came out after the second goal. We scored the first one, was a pretty standard goal. Once Partey scored that goal, we took the ball from the net and we did a restart. But between that second goal, between the first goal and the second goal, there was a penalty shout, and between the second goal and the third goal, there was also another penalty shout. There were total four penalty shouts throughout this game, but out of them, I thought two were they were soft. For example, the first one, I don't remember the Bournemouth player's name, but it touches his sleeve, and I think that's not a penalty to me. For me, that's not a penalty. And the second one was the studs up foul on Tomiyasu. I've seen them given as penalties, but okay, it was soft, so I could understand if the refs let it go. But the other two, the first one, that was the one where Philip Billing literally palms the ball when Gabriel is trying to head it. That was not given as a penalty. And the other one, in which the player is turning all the way around and it touches his arm. It's away from his body and it's in the path of the ball. It should have been given a penalty. So those two penalties not given. And then whe- throughout the game, Bournemouth were time wasting. So that was already going to be a challenge, and that is why when we went 2-0 down, I thought that it will be very hard for us to come back into this game, especially because they are going to waste the time so much, and that is what they did. After Ben White's second goal, it felt like we were trying and huffing and puffing, and we were trying to do a lot of things, and it was just not working out. Oh, I haven't touched on the Ben White second goal. Let me come back to the to Ben White's second goal. So we bring Nelson on, we take Smith Rowe off. Now, bear in mind, Nelson himself has not played more than 90 minutes in the entire season of Premier League. He has not, and most of our bench players are not match fit. So I wasn't expecting anything from Reece Nelson. But when he came on, he looked lively. He was on it. He wanted to prove a point. And that is exactly what Arteta has instilled in this team, where every player wants to prove that they deserve a place in this team, which is pretty awesome. So that cross from Reece Nelson, which goes in after Ben White hits it, that was a good goal. I think Pedro was trying to block it. Pedro Neto, no, he's not Pedro Neto. Neto was trying to block it, and he was literally inside the box. He was inside the goal. Um, but moving on, as we were progressing in the game, in my opinion, was slipping out of our control slowly and slowly and slowly. We were trying to grind through the gears, but the issue we were having in this game is that we were trying a lot of things, but none of them were working. we I saw a few passes that Odegaard tried, did not work. Few passes that were tried by Zinchenko did not work, and that is because the teams have figured out that if you want to stop Arsenal, one, you break their rhythm, and two, you don't let them get into the box. You don't let them combine between their front line. So it's usually 8 men versus our 4 or 5, and that becomes a little bit difficult. So I think Arteta really needs to figure out how to play against these teams that are going to just shut shop down, because this is going to happen. We're still yet to play Fulham, we're yet to play Nottingham Forest, we're yet to play Wolves. All of these teams are going to do this, and if Bournemouth can do this, Wolves can do it way better, Fulham can do it way better, and that's where the threat lies. um, So that was it. We're going to do a very special podcast of the Red Side today, where we will have two new members, a Chelsea fan and a Man City fan with us, and we're going to discuss all things football. So look out for that, and smash a like on the video if you actually enjoyed it, and please, please, please subscribe. It lets us know that you're actually enjoying the content, and comment down below if you're not. Comment down below if you have feedbacks. Um, and we are at a stage where we are inviting viewers. So if you are someone who is watching this podcast and wants to come on and speak with us and have a show with us, text us. Let me know on my Instagram, and I'll shoot the Instagram in the description down. So just shoot us a message there, and yeah, we'll bring you on the podcast. Okay, that was that. Have a great day. Cheers.